Hello and welcome to SucSeed. If you're watching this video, you just finished your first SucSeed full growth cycle, so congratulations! Hopefully you're like our team today and enjoying some delicious fresh SucSeed salads with lettuce and tomato and all of the great things you've been growing. Today, we're going to show you how to clean your garden so you can get ready to either start a new cycle or store it at the end of the school year. We're going to begin by showing you what you need in order to do the cleaning process, and then we'll walk you through the steps. And as always, if you have any questions at all, feel free to reach out to us at info@sucseed.ca, and we're always there to help with all of your questions. So let's get started. Today, you're going to need a compostable bin. Then you're going to need either a paper towel, a dishcloth, a scrubby, or something that you can use to get any little bits of dirt or dried in lettuce or vegetable remains. You're also going to need some warm water as well. We recommend having access to a tap or something so you can wash everything off as well. We're going to start by cutting down all of the lettuce, harvesting all of your tomatoes, and make sure you get all of that good stuff that you want to use for your salads. Then we're going to take each individual net pot and we're going to remove all of the contents, including the roots, your growth medium, your remaining bits of lettuce, and we're going to put it into the compostable bin. If you've been growing tomatoes, peppers, or more of your larger plants, you might need a pair of scissors in order to snip off the bottom parts of the roots as well. Lettuce and your leafy greens are usually a little bit easier, but sometimes your bigger plants can need a little bit more strength to get them off. Now that all your net pots are empty, we're going to wash and rinse each individual net pot. If they're extra dirty, you can use a little bit of Dawn or dish soap with a towel to get the extra pieces off as well. If not, you're perfect with warm water. Next, we're going to clean off the top of your grow garden. So if you have a little bit of kind of sludge, you might have a bit of algae, you could have some dried on lettuce leaves. All of that is completely normal. We're just going to take some warm water and our paper towel or a little scrubby dishcloth, whatever you're using, and we're just going to rinse off everything here. If you have some really dried on lettuce leaves, definitely recommend using a sponge or a little scrubber. All of them are great, quick ways to get any of your little pieces off. Now that your top is all cleaned off, we're going to remove the lid. And as we do so, you're going to thread the blue tubing through. Then we're going to take the airstone and the tubing and we're going to give it a really good rinse. You're likely going to see some roots stuck to your airstone. You might have a little bit of salt from nutrients that didn't fully dissolve, so make sure to get all of that part off. After you've finished washing your airstone and tubing, it's very important that you let your airstone dry. So you can feel it's pretty wet right now, so you can place it on a paper towel, let it dry overnight before you put it away. It's very important because if you put it away right now when it's wet, there will be algae, maybe a bit of mold growing on it as well. So very important to make sure you dry. Finally, we're going to remove all of the water that's left in your SucSeed bin. This is the time when you really want a person there to help you out with it because it can be on the heavier end. You can either take a bucket and remove it pail by pail, or you can dump the entire water that's left in your SucSeed garden as well. If you're starting another grow cycle right away, we still recommend changing out your water as well to make sure you're starting with clean water, the exact nutrients that you need to start growing. The water that's left in here right now is very nutrient filled and is great for your garden or grass in your backyard or behind your school as well. So we definitely recommend using the nutrients that's left in your garden and putting it out to help the plants grow outside your classroom or house as well. So I'm going to remove the remaining water that we have in our SucSeed garden right now. And then you're going to notice on the inside of your SucSeed garden, you might have a little bit of residue from the growth medium that you're using. There could be some roots left there. And you could also see a little bit of salt buildup, which is completely normal. The salt is just from your nutrients not fully dissolving. The roots could be from your plant, and you might have any other little bit of dirt or algae, anything growing in there as well. So ours is fairly clean here today, so I'm just going to use a paper towel and some warm water in order to get everything off of it. However, if you do have some more algae growth or it's looking a bit more messier, we do recommend using some Dawn or just natural cleaner in order to get any of that extra stuff off so you can start fresh with your next grow cycle. And finally, your last step is just to make sure everything is dry before you put it away. So we recommend wiping it off with paper towels or a dishcloth as well to get most of the water off. However, after that, we recommend leaving it overnight before you put it back into your box or storage. If you're ready to start growing right now, you don't need to wait for everything to dry. You can fill it back up with your water, nutrients, and get ready for your next harvest. So thank you so much for joining us today, and let us all keep growing together.